All right. Are you looking to ring in the new year and maybe bring in some new money?
Sure.
Well, then maybe it's time to ask for a raise, Dave. But how do you go about asking your boss for a raise?
Well, Stephen Sack, the employer's lawyer, joins us now to share his advice. Nice to see you this morning.
Pleasure, guys. How are you?
Great. Nice to see you.
So, to Ali's point, how do you simply ask for a raise? Is there a list of things you need to check off before you go in?
Very much so, but you just don't walk in and come up with this idea overnight. You have to plan it out. The first thing you do is you want to assess the corporate culture, talk to coworkers, find out, the company culture about giving raises in the not too distant past to others.
Yeah, so you know what? You say that's interesting. You say do your research and find out the company culture, but people are very private about their paychecks, so it's hard to really gauge how much your coworkers are making.
True, but sometimes you have some friends, even in high places like HR, that could give you a little wink or a tip and help you out. People are, I think people are kind of friendly about that, and if you need some advice, they'll help you.
You say timing is everything, your second point. So if you're a Walmart employee and it's Black Friday, your company's biggest day of the year, do you want to put the pressure on? I make light of it, but seriously, is it the best time when it's crunch time for your employer?
No.
Or no?
You
so
want to,
when is the best
and you
time?
don't want to do it when you want to speak to your boss who's about to leave because his wife's giving birth. He's not really interested in talking to you. It's got to be in a quiet down period, but you got to figure out and maybe even go in before and say, when can we talk? What's convenient for you? I'd like to address a couple of issues about my performance and possibly let's talk a little bit about my next year's plans and a raise possibly.
So not on election day if you work at Fox News.
Got it. Right.
Okay.
That was a misfire on your part.
You mentioned your performance, and so proving your value is something
very important.
Your bosses will be aware of it, but how do you do it in an unpretentious way, or do you want to do it in a pretentious
Empirically,
way?
statistically, you really have to go in there, having done your homework. Tell the company what you really accomplished in the past year, the money you made them, the customers you brought in, or maybe, how you helped a merger, or you worked, 80 hours a week for 4 months to bring in that new deal. That's the kind of stuff that companies are very, very gratified and will probably reward you.
Okay, can we role play for a second?
Absolutely.
I'm the boss. You're the employee. Give me the language. You want a raise. Go ahead. Go.
Basically, I would say to you, it's I've been working very hard here during the year, as you know.
Yes,
and I would like you to be aware of what I believe I've accomplished for the company in the past year, which I think we can quantify. And then you lay out exactly what you've done for them and how much money you saved the company or how much money you made the company. And I think when you do that and it can't be refuted, I think you're going to go a long way towards winning your point.
And then you give them a dollar sign, you give the boss a dollar sign, or you wait for the boss to tell you?
I think it's better for, not to demand anything. I mean, unless, and that goes to one of our later points, unless you have a new job lined up with another company, then you have a lot of leverage. Then you can really make your own demands.
Do you worry about them calling their bluff, though? Are they're calling your bluff on those sorts of things?
Not necessarily. I mean, if you've really done a good job, why shouldn't the company reward you, especially around Christmas time,
There you go.
I mean, they really should.
Stephen Sack, you're the employee's lawyer. Mr. Roger Ailes, look out on Monday.
All right. And the other thing is,
getting a phone call.
I just want to say that if people want to go to my website, because I have a lot of great information there, they can go to stephensack.com.
Yep.
And really the most important thing is knowing, asserting yourself. And same thing with bonuses, real quick. A lot of people are going to get fired this year at the end of the year, and they may have expected a bonus, and the companies may not pay it. Don't just allow the companies to do that. Don't,
that's for past work.
Exactly. You've already earned it. Go back in and ask for it.
Got it, Stephen. Thanks so much.